You guys are wondering on the bed liner. Well, we got Raptors on top of Raptors on top of Raptors. Good morning, everyone. It's Ben Hardy here, and we've got some huge updates for the channel in regards to the Supra and the Raptor, but you can't see the Raptor obviously. But first, we're going to go over the Supra quickly. Then we're going to get over to the Raptor. So with all that being said, let's just get straight into it. So first off, you guys all saw my C8 review. If you didn't see my C8 Corvette review, link in the description to that. Go watch that review. Absolutely loved the car. But after driving it, it kind of made me change my mind. So like originally, I had a couple people actually lined up that wanted to take my order. But now I'm thinking that I'm going to take my order because like it's just such a cool car. Like the Supra is awesome, but the C8 Corvette's just so much cooler. And of course the time to light, wherever it is, just popped off. But yeah, the Supra is cool. The C8's just way cooler. So I think it's time to sell the Supra. I do have to change a couple things though. So obviously you guys know that I installed some like minor modifications on the car. The one thing I'm going to change is I'm going to go back to the stock downpipe on the car before I end up selling it. And then I'm going to pay to get the hood rewrapped, and then probably the front end, but not probably the front end, most likely just the hood. The reason I'm getting the hood rewrapped, it didn't go through the paint, just went through the vinyl. I got a rock chip there, and then another one. It's not showing up on the camera for some reason because it's so small. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see that little tiny chip right there. So two tiny little rock chips. I don't really need to redo the hood, but just because of what this car is, and I feel like whoever buys it, it's probably their dream car. I want to make it so it's like nice for them. And I mean, it'll cost me a few $100 to rewrap the hood, but I definitely think it's going to be worth it. And yeah, so probably just going to rewrap the hood, put the downpipe back to stock, but then I'm going to sell the car with all the aftermarket accessories. So like, if someone wants everything, they can have everything that I have with the car. So like, you guys know the little boxes I have over here. Ooh, got to duck under the little boat. I have the stock springs because I put on lowering springs, and I think this is the stock air intake, and I think that's for the Raptor. I can't remember. There's a whole bunch of like boxes and like stuff happening here, but I still have like all of the stock equipment with the car. So I'm obviously going to sell the car with all the aftermarket parts, but then with the stock parts, because I don't have any use for them anyways. So like, yeah, it'll just be like a kind of a package deal with the Supra. If you guys are wondering about how much I'm going to end up selling the Supra for when I do sell the Supra, it's probably going to be somewhere in the $50,000 range for this car. I mean, obviously with all the modifications and everything, I have put a little bit of money into it, and the market on these cars is ridiculously strong. Like they're holding their value really well. And so if I were to guess, I'm assuming retail is going to be somewhere worth about $56,000, $57,000. So that's probably what I'm going to end up pricing it at. I don't know yet, but that's just my guess. Oh, eee, ah. Now the next is obviously pertaining to the Raptor, which you guys can see is pretty dirty because I just took it off-roading the other day, which, I mean, I still take the truck off-roading. I just don't necessarily post videos of it. And I'm actually taking it down to the Ford store today, so I gotta get this like kind of sprayed off a little bit. Ooh, Raptor. Now, if you guys have been following me for a minute, you know that I've been talking about selling the Raptor for a minute, and the only reason I haven't sold the Raptor, because I've gotten several offers on the truck, is just because I'm waiting for the TRX. See, if it snows in Utah, which it probably will, it's October, and typically we'll get some sort of snow by the end of October, beginning of November. And if the TRX isn't here and I sell the Raptor, I won't have any way to get anywhere, because as cool as the Supra is, that thing with summer tires just isn't going to do in the snow. So I have to like wait until a TRX comes in for me to like really push selling the Raptor. I did post on Tron Auto Lab's website for like $72,000. That's at like the top end of retail for this truck. Realistically, I think that when I go to sell the truck, I'm probably going to post it for like $68,000 to $70,000, depending on how quickly I want to sell it. If I want to like maximize the amount of money I can get out of the truck, then 70. If I want to like sell it right off the bat, like instantly, because it would be under what other people are selling these trucks for, then I post it for like 68. But yeah, obviously just getting rid of the truck for the TRX. And if you guys are wondering why I'm taking it to Ford, I'm doing a couple things. I'm getting a bed liner put in because yes, well, I never put a bed liner in the truck, which is kind of embarrassing, but we're getting a bed liner put in, and then I'm getting a couple things changed, like the cabin air filter, because I'm at about 11,815 miles to be exact. I just looked at the odometer. And then the front end, I'm getting the front end checked again. You guys know that the axle broke. It's kind of making like a little clicking sound, so I'm guessing that something's just like came out of place or something like that. So I'm getting that all checked so that when I do go to officially sell the truck, that everything is like 100% in working order. And yeah, if you guys are wondering on the bed liner, well, obviously when I go off-roading, you do get some like dirt and debris in the bed, and so just doing something to protect the bed, but also I think it's gonna help with resale, because like I would not buy a $70,000 truck without a bed liner, so I don't expect someone else to. So yeah, we're gonna put a bed liner in it. Well, as you can see with all of the water on all of the windows of the truck, we just kind of washed it off. It's not like the cleanest, but like it's clean enough where like I feel like it's okay to where someone can work on it and they're not gonna get just like choked in dust and everything that was on it. So I think we're good to go. Well, we are just getting over here to the store and I am literally over an hour late. Ooh, look at all those Jeeps. Ooh, that could be fun. But yeah, I'm literally over an hour late, so let's see, hopefully I survive, because yeah, that's just not nice. I don't know why I'm always late to things, but I just am. Well, I know this time is because I was washing the truck, but like, we've got an issue, people. Well, it is actually pretty much a week after the initial part of this video, and I decided I'm gonna make the rest of this video kind of like an update video. Now, we are taking the Raptor off-road. I'm not gonna do any crazy like off-road filming, just film a little bit of stuff, but I am gonna give you guys updates on the Supra, the C8, the Raptor, and the TRX, so there's just gonna be like a lot of update action happening. However, per normal, I am late for where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be somewhere that's like a 20 to 25 minute drive from where I live, and I have 7 minutes to get there. So you guys do the math, and I'm gonna rush. Well, we got Raptors on top of Raptors on top of Raptors here, which is a pretty cool view. And if you guys are wondering, the one that says Dazzy on the back, that's Raptors Vinsta. Go follow him on YouTube and Instagram, pretty easy. But yeah, this is gonna be fun taking it off-road. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a ton of footage because I'm mostly just gonna be paying attention to driving, but at least you guys got a cool view of a bunch of Raptors in the mountains here in Utah. We are about to start off, and you guys probably can't see me because it's pretty dark in here, but aired down the tires for off-roading, and well, I went a little bit too much on that one side, obviously. I typically actually off-road in like the low 30s, usually not into the 20s because I don't usually do sand dunes, but I mean, it's not going to cause any issues being down to 29. Just a little noob mistake, but I'm excited. Time to do some donuts and have some fun. And just to show you guys how lazy I am, I could have put a GoPro on the top of the truck. I didn't bring my GoPro, but homie up front in front of us, he's working hard because I'm not working at all, and got a random Tacoma on the group too, which is pretty awesome. But I'll be watching for that GoPro, make sure he doesn't lose it. Tires are all good, but had our first fatality. Got a little chip there in the windshield. I don't think that's repairable, so it looks like the Raptor's probably going to need a new windshield, but I'll see if it's repairable first next week, and if it's not, I'm probably just going to let it chill there for a while, get a few more rock chips, and yeah, then we'll go from there. Quick update, tires are still doing good, and got all the line of trucks. Sorry, you probably can't see through my windshield very well because it's so dirty, but we got Raptor Addiction there leading the line, and this is a fun day. Definitely did some stuff that I'm not normally used to doing with the Raptor because I usually just do high-speed trails, but it's a fun day. I think this is probably the most chopped up video that I've ever filmed on the channel, because like I took footage from like last month and then footage from off-roading yesterday, and now we're doing footage today to cap things off and obviously give updates on all of the cars on the channel. So sorry that the video is all over the place, but I got some explaining to do. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it's actually snowing today, but it's kind of too warm for the snow to stick, so it's just, you know, doing this normal stuff where it's falling, but not sticking. Maybe if I, like, get it right by the truck. Yeah, not really. Oh, there we go. I think I saw, like, a snowflake fall on the camera. See if we can get another one. Anyways, it's snowing. Now, first off, I've gotten a bunch of questions in regards to why I haven't filmed many car buying advice videos and why I haven't filmed really any vlog videos for a long time. And the biggest reason, well, actually the only reason why that's been happening is I have been basically setting myself up on the review side of the channel, filming a ton of reviews ahead of time. So that's why I haven't really filmed any videos. Of course, light pops off. But anyways, that's why I haven't really filmed any videos with the Supra or the Raptor lately, is just because I've been filming so many review videos. And if you're wondering why I'm doing that, I'm trying to get the channel scheduled out like it's super far in advance. I'm trying to get out to at least 3 weeks. Right now I'm about 2 weeks out in terms of videos, and the reason I'm doing that is so that I can potentially take a vacation in the near future, because I haven't gone on vacation in literally 3 years now. And so trying to like work towards that, but also make it so it's a little bit less stressful to run the channel, because I kept running into the situation where like I would have no videos whatsoever and I'd have to quickly rush and get something filmed, whereas now, since I have so much stuff backlogged, I can kind of just pick and choose with what I want to film for the channel, which is just really nice. Now the first update's going to come to the Supra, so guess we'll pop into the Supra, I guess, for a second to give you the updates. So what's happening is we are going to be taking out the downpipe, and if you're wondering why I'm taking out the downpipe and why I'm stepping inside the car, well, you'll understand once I start up the car. Yep, check engine light is still there. Now, the check engine light isn't causing any issues with the Supra. However, I am going to be getting rid of the Supra for the C8 very soon. I finally got some more information on the C8. It looks like I'll be able to take delivery of the car sometime in December, which means we're saying goodbye to this car. And I'm guessing that any prospective buyers on this car do not want to buy a car with a check engine light, so we're going back to the stock downpipe, and then there's not going to be a check engine light. Like I said, the downpipe didn't cause any issues. It just had to do with airflow on the car, and so there's nothing wrong with it. It just has a check engine light. But as of Tuesday next week, it's not going to have one anymore. We're not going to have any more issues. And then the other thing that's going to be happening with the car is I am going to be getting the hood rewrapped. So this is very, very minor. But there's a little, hopefully you guys can see, there's a little chip in the wrap here and here. It didn't go through the paint, just into the wrap, so the paint underneath is still fine. It's just on the wrap. So I'm going to get the whole hood rewrapped because, again, sorry, the camera doesn't want to focus. I'm guessing any prospective buyers do not want to buy a bright orange Supra that has a couple little chips there in the hood. And then the whole front bumper, probably going to get that rewrapped as well. Haven't fully decided on that one. It doesn't have anything really crazy on it, but I just thought, maybe if I'm getting the hood rewrapped, might as well do the bumper, but I haven't fully decided on that. Now, if you are interested in buying the Supra, I'm completely ready to get rid of it, and the only reason I'm ready now versus with the Raptor, which we'll get into the Raptor in just a little bit, is just the fact that it's starting to snow, and I'm really not going to be able to drive this car whatsoever, just because it's rear-wheel drive, and Utah heavily salts the roads, so I don't want to get any of that on this car, especially since it's, well, pretty much brand new. So if you are looking to buy it, I'm ready to sell it now. Let me know. If you're not serious, you don't have the funds to buy it, then please don't waste my time. But I mean, it's a really cool car. The build on this looks absolutely crazy. There's not another one out there like this. Nobody else has their car wrapped in this color other than a 911 GT3 that I know of. So, like, crazy unique color. Love the carbon fiber wing on it. Love the lowering springs, everything. And then we are keeping, by the way, the air intake hasn't caused any issues, so the air intake is staying. It's just the new catted downpipe that's going. So, like, everything else that's on the car is going to be staying as it is now. It's just the catted downpipe that's going to go back to the stock one. Bye-bye for now, Supra. I actually think from inside the Raptor, you guys can actually see the snow a little bit better and see that it is snowing today, which is very sad indeed. But, well, actually I'm happy about it because I actually prefer the winter. But anyways, now with the Raptor, the situation is a little bit more complex than the Supra. Obviously the Supra is a sidecar, even though I've been daily driving the Supra, and, well, by daily driving, like, most of the miles on the car are just on the highway, which is kind of sad. But, I mean, it's okay. It's all in the name of filming car reviews for you guys. But regardless, since the Supra is a sidecar, it's really easy for me to get rid of it because I don't need it to drive. Whereas the Raptor, I need this to drive in the snow and everything. So until a TRX actually, like, is fully built and everything, I can't get rid of the Raptor just because it's wintertime. If it was in the summertime and I had a second car and everything, then it'd be fine. But, like, I couldn't just, like, have, like, the Supra or just the C8 Corvette and then all of a sudden it snows like crazy and then I'm stuck and can't go anywhere. I just can't do that. So with the Raptor, until I get, like, more confirmations on the TRX with its build date and everything and when I'm gonna be able to take delivery, can't do anything with the truck. So we're just gonna be keeping it for now, and I actually have another thing I need to fix on the truck anyways. So the first thing has to pertain to the tires. I'll show you guys the tires. You've seen it in previous videos where they're getting pretty low, so I'm probably gonna have to put a new set of tires on this. And then in the off-roading video you guys just saw with the windshield, so gonna have to get that little crack, oh, there we go. Gonna have to get the little crack fixed on it. So just looking at that, I don't think that can be filled in. I'm probably gonna have to get a whole new windshield, so I'm probably just gonna leave that there, and once I go to sell the truck, then I'll replace the windshield, because I don't think these windshields are cheap. They're pretty expensive. And the other thing I need to do is obviously air the tires back up from off-roading, because I still have the tires low, but I'm also thinking about going off-roading early next week, so I might not air them up a ton, probably just up to like 38 PSI or something like that. Now, I know that was a little bit jumbled all over the place, so if I lost you at any part during this little segment of the video, the Supra is now officially for sale because the C8 Corvette's going to be here next month. So if you want to buy it, let me know. We're getting rid of the Supra. The Raptor, however, is staying until we get a better confirmation on the TRX. And if you guys are wondering what I think with the TRX, I honestly don't think that truck is going to be like built and available for customers to pick up until sometime next year. That's just my personal guess. And I'm gonna make a full video about this with manufacturing right now, and then it'll kind of explain things more. So definitely watch out for that video. It's just basically gonna be why there's so many cars that have been released recently, but none of them have actually been delivered. And it'll kind of open your eyes up to why the C8 Corvette took so long, but then also why the TRX, at least in my opinion, is going to be a little bit of a ways off before the truck actually lands, and obviously I'm able to pick it up and buy it. Now that is going to sum things up for today's video, and I'll keep you guys updated either through posts on Instagram or on the community tab of the channel with everything that's happening, just because I'm still going to be focusing on the review side for the next little bit in terms of just getting my kind of like library, that's what we'll call it, my library of reviews built up. And then once I have that built up to where I'm only going to be doing about 7 reviews a week from a filming standpoint, then I'll kind of pick things back up with the car buying videos, and then also with these kind of like vlog type videos as well. But that all being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I wonder if anyone noticed that the garage is actually cleaner than it ever has been, and the shelves back here are gone and all that, but nobody probably noticed that because the car's so bright. But so yeah, looks pink.